Hi Vikram sir,
Hi,
how are you?
good. Nice.
Okay, so welcome to Omnicom family.
Thank you.
Uh, Now, would you like to introduce something about your company?
Sure, I'm Vikram. I'm part of Yantra Life. I'm co-founder and CTO for Yantra Life. We are a construction equipment platform. So we do spare parts. So we have vast knowledge built over the years about what goes into each machine. So that's our USP. We also do trading of the machines, and most importantly, we also offer fleet management solution to our customers, which is not just focused on the business technology of the machine, but business of the machines, which is how many hours it has worked, what they should charge, what is the compliance requirement for each project, at a site level, what is the utilization, and they can optimize. So we offer various solutions to our customers on that space.
So, specifically, you work in India only, or is it something that you work for?
We started in India. We have an office in Dubai now. We started in Dubai, and we are expanding in South Africa as well. Actually,
Great, great. Thanks for introducing and telling about your company. So what do you think? What are the things which, as an Omnicom, since you are using Omnicom, you have installed few sensors. So what do you think? What are the problems which we are solving, or probably what are the USP Omnicom has it, which other people doesn't have it in the market?
I think the core thing in this whole space is the fuel is like 1/3 of the operational cost actually for our construction equipment. Like we consume anywhere from 8 liters per hour to 20 liters per hour. So, and these are machines in a far off location. So, knowing what is consumed, what is available, when they fill it, what is the level which got filled, there's a lot of trust factor.
Correct.
And this is where I think the accuracy comes into play. So, we have seen examples where when they load 300 liters actually. And we have seen like accuracy up to level, if they say 300, we will get 291.2. So, we know it actually has been delivered to the vehicle, and when it gets consumed we know what is the current level, and the next dispatch should happen 2 days later or 3 days later. So I think that's very critical for them to plan the fuel supplies actually. The accuracy is of course very critical, and the third and factor is, it has to be robust, because in a construction space there is a lot of debris, there is a lot of wear and tear. So withholding that, I think is very unique.
So I hope we have launched a new firmware for our sensors, where the way right now the industry is working, when they are doing the calibration by filling 5 liter, 10 liter, 20 liter, it is vanished. So now new firmware is launched, and with the sensors you can just install the sensors and come back, which will reduce half the time.
Absolutely. I think that is one of the pain points, that the installation takes longer, and we have our last installation we did use a new calibration process, and I'm looking forward for the next set of things. Definitely, that was one area where customers are happy to reduce the downtime on the machine.
Correct.
For this installation.
So we have launched this LLS6 AI as well. It has a lot of features. This sensor, it specifically has 20 patents, just the sensor itself.
Sure.
Correct. This comes with again 8-year warranty. It has a tilt sensor. So when we say it has tilt sensor, it does check the tilt, it processes the data, and you get the more processed and accurate data. Right now, this is the only sensors which can commit you 99.5% accuracy.
That's amazing.
The filtration rate which we set right now, threshold of up to 3, 4, 5% with the previous generation sensors. With this generation, we can set the threshold up to 1%.
Oh.
So that makes no difference. It has all the other features like auto scan technology. Now government is coming up with multiple new fuel computations, that you will have ethanol, you will have biodiesel. So industry has to go back again and change the fuel sensors and probably do the recalibrations. In this case, it is not needed. This works with biodiesels. You don't need to recalibrate. It has auto scan technology. It doesn't need to be cleaned. So once you install up to 8 years, you don't need to touch this sensor. So overall, if you compare the cost overall, in 8 years, it's way cheaper than any other sensor.
That's great. Actually, I think yes, different fuel combinations is going to be the norm going forward. I think it's everywhere now because of the carbon footprint and everything.
Correct.
Ethanol, biodiesel, all that is becoming norm. So I think it's great if you have features like this.
And since you have taken this name, you are talking about carbon footprint sometime back.
So yes, so I think one of our key focus now is the fleet manager has to move away from purely being safety oriented or cost oriented to an ESG norms, which is all about emission, safety, and governance. So can we govern where the work was supposed to happen? Are we crossing the limits? Can we look at the dash cam view along with your device location and the fuel sensor? But of course, the first step in this whole journey is the emission norm. Because now there are, for different industry, there are deadlines by when they have to be compliant.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to actually the whole carbon emission trading,
Understood.
because now the government has come up with the norms where we can actually exchange the carbon credits. So that carbon credit, I think, will be big for our industry.
So what is carbon credits? Like how does it works? Like
So I think essentially government has set norms for each industry. What is the fuel consumption they should have per ton, per kilometer
okay.
moved, and now you have to report against that.
Okay.
If you are using excess fuel, you will have to buy carbon credits, and if you are doing better, then you are reduced.
You have to use it.
So you have ability to sell the carbon. So the carbon credit exchange is being set up,
understand.
and I think that will be opportunity for many players. Like we work with the airports who have more electric fleets, so they have ability to sell credits.
And
where
at the same time, mining and all those things will have to buy because
those credits.
Correct.
So I think first of all, even measuring that part, I think is going to be a big first step. Actually.
Yes, understood.
For the
So we are also working in our platform. We are making certain changes, and the carbon credit is going to happen. Yes, probably we need help from people like you, where you can tell us what are the limits. Like you said, that government is setting up certain limits. There are
Absolutely, we are also observing a lot of information coming in. Plus, what are the boundary conditions? Like, as I said, some people are mixing fleet, some people don't own certain fleet. That should be counted. But measure on this carbon footprint, I think, is going to be next year
month.
target. Actually, then you know better where you stand, so that by next 2 to 3 years, you will be in a position to improve. Take steps to cut down.
Perfect.
For example, in the Indian industry, you can buy a new machine, deploy a new machine or 10-year-old machine. Nobody cares now, because people don't track the fuel consumption.
People will do that now.
Now it will become critical.
It has to be critical.
The new machine is at BS6, at much lower fuel consumption.
Yes.
So I think all these will drive in better fuel efficiency and carbon footprint reduction.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much.
It was
Nice meeting
nice.
you.
Thank you.